Compton Radio, Golf, Golf, Romeo, 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 on the grass, taxi for a local with 2 POB.
Romeo, Romeo, Roger, 26 right hand, and QNH 1014.
26 right hand, 1014, Golf, Romeo, Romeo. Brakes, off.
Golf Lima Echo is final for 26.
How do you set the brakes? Pull it out, turn it?
Windows,
Both toe brakes, pull it, turn it.
Right.
And then the opposite. Push them all, turn it, let it go.
Okay.
Compton Numbers Radio, this is Golf Alpha Victor Sierra Charlie requesting radio check and airfield information.
Golf Alpha Victor Sierra Charlie, your 5's, runway 26 right hand, QNH 1014.
Runway 26 right hand and 1014 Golf
So
Sierra
we've got
Charlie.
full throttle, we've got full fuel, and we're full of David as well. So we will be airborne just on the 400 mark, I think.
Very good.
If you'd like to check your brakes, I'm just doing mine. There they go.
Okay.
It pulls to the left
a little bit. What is full fuel?
in terms of capacity.
Litres aside.
Usable quantity is 145. That's what I'm just claiming on my drawback.
Okay, Charlie, downwind.
Look at this little lineup of people.
Couldn't it?
Golf Echoes, vacate, request information from parking, please.
Park to the east of the lineup, anywhere east of
It must have a very, very big elevator. You know, we're always told, keep the stick right back.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing that.
Probably be down here.
The difference with this one is enormous.
Roger.
I can really, really feel it when I do that sort of thing. It's
yeah, I flew a 100 horsepower Cub once and that was much the same. I think the tail feathers were proportionately very similar to this, even though it's a smaller and lighter aircraft.
and it just makes it so responsive.
Golf Yankee Charlie's turning final for 26.
Yankee Charlie, the wind's northwesterly 10 knots.
What is that? I keep thinking it's a Gardan, but it's
a Cherokee with a funny colour scheme.
Yes, the paint job's helping.
Excuse me. So you can do arrows at full weight up to plus 4G.
Yes.
4.4G, that's rather good, isn't it?
This is what I was saying about the POH. I asked for the significant bits of information on the POH. Now I like to have this with the nose wheel a little bit cocked over that way for the power checks, because it sort of digs in and down.
Yeah. Okay.
So, fuel set to both.
Yankee Charlie is going around.
Yankee Charlie.
Why are you making so much noise? Thank you very much. Those are good, those are good. Mixture fully rich. Throttle up to 1800. And exercise the prop. The manifold pressure changes. The oil pressure changes. Down to 1300. And just once will do. 3 times when it's cold.
Yep.
Now up to 2100. Flags.
Golf Sierra Charlie is ready to line up for runway 26.
Engine
Charlie,
heat.
Roger, the wind's northwesterly.
It's just an alternative source of air. It's a pointless thing to have to call it engine heat. It's not like you need to carb check, do carb heat.
What does it do?
It opens a hole that is away from the air filter inside the engine.
Oh, okay.
To the engine.
So it bypasses a block filter.
So it bypasses the block filter, and the engine air is a bit warmer.
Yeah, okay.
So you do get a bit of a drop, but it's not the same as carb heat. It happens in the same checkpoints. Right, that's all good. We don't know what that means at this stage. After the idle check.
Golf Sierra Charlie is rolling.
Roger.
There's something to do with leaning for full power, which I haven't looked around at.
Yeah.
Trims. That's in the right place. This is the pre-takeoff check, so I should definitely patter these. That's in the right position. That's in the right position. Flap. We'll have 10 degrees. We have a gauge.
Yep.
And we have 10 degrees.
And that's the intermediate position.
That's intermediate for takeoff, yes. I did check the full one during the previous flight.
And up is beyond up. Indicated beyond up, I noticed.
Oh, did you? So it does.
Oh no, it must have been when the master was off. That's right.
Okay. Fully rich, fully fine, friction lever applied, engine knob in, mags, both, fuel. On both, I'll switch the boost pump on at the last minute. Way of saving fuel, and I don't forget anymore. Alternator on and the lights out, T's and P's are in the greens, 12, stop, lights, taxi off, landing on, P2 heat not required, instrument CI sync, transponder, controls full and free, definitely no space for a knee board.
More space in the jet out. Right, you're right, it's moving in front of you.
Right.
Yankee Charlie,
If there's a problem with the engine during the takeoff run, I will close the throttle and I'll put it back on the runway.
Roger.
Prepared to accept going through the hedge even. If the engine problem happens later on,
Yankee Charlie,
I'll put it into a field in a 30-degree radius from the centre line.
Works for me.
I should check that it's closed by doing that, not doing that. That's how you would open it in the normal course of events. I'd quite like you to have the responsibility for losing that if we're about to put it in the field. It flies perfectly okay without it. Basically, you just got to pull it hard enough to break those and then give it a push away.
All right, I won't do that until we're in the flare.
Austin Evans, this is Golf Alpha, Whiskey Oscar. How do you read?
Golf Alpha, Whiskey Oscar, Compton, reading your 5s, go ahead.
Golf Alpha, Whiskey Oscar, you're quiet but readable. Joining you from the north, over.
Whiskey Oscar, you're loud and clear with me. We're using runway 26, right-hand circuits. QFE is 985 now.
It's a mystery to some people. You're very faint.
Runway 26, right-hand QFE
Okay,
985, Whiskey Oscar.
Loud enough for my own ears.
Right, so maybe I've just got this radio too loud.
The QFE now 985, QNH 1015. QFE 985, QNH 1015.
Shall we get moving?
Why not? Get some bit of coolness.
Golf Sierra Charlie has left your airspace now to the west.
Will you say that was a latch or something?
That is, that you can fly with the canopy open.
Sierra Charlie,
and you latch it then at various different points.
Oh, I see.
Sir, where would you like me to park?
Golf Romeo will line up and depart in turn after the Ryan.
Romeo, Roger. An aircraft requesting park, that's Yankee Charlie. Yankee Charlie, go down to the east of the Warrior Golf Echo. Anyway,
nobody else on final.
Okay, see nobody on final or base.
Yankee Charlie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Level with the aircraft beside you because the line is tending to sag towards the fence at the moment.
Boost pump.
You can hear it, can't you?
Kemble traffic, Golf Alpha Tango, Yankee Sierra.
Kemble?
Yeah.
Departure for Kemble.
Yeah.
This is Compton, Golf Alpha Tango, Yankee Sierra 5, runway 26, right-hand circuits, QNH 1015.
How'd you make it to Australia with that sort of attitude?
26 right-hand and QNH 1015, Golf Yankee Sierra.
Are you comfy?
I'm very comfy, thank you.
Compton Radio Golf, Charlie.
We'll go then.
Request airfield information.
Golf Charlie Kilo, 26 right.
Full noise.
Circuits, QFE is 985.
ASI live.
Right at 985, Golf Charlie Kilo.
Greens.
And your readability 5.
Thanks.
Bang, bang, bang.
And 400 metres as you said. So you're climbing out at 80.
85.
Okay.
Somebody's squelch. Yep, we're hot and we're heavy.
Compton radio, Golf Bravo Sierra Alpha Whiskey joining from the south for request.
I've got height, I've got speed, there go the flat.
Thompson, your readability 4, runway news at 26.
We'll stay in the circuit if we're going to call this slowly out.
26 right, 985, copied, Golf Alpha Whiskey joining from the dead side.
A lovely big house down there, I've never noticed before. Funny when you're a passenger, you do see more things.
You do.
So is this effectively the microlight circuit then?
I prefer to stay inside all of this stuff and call it a microlight circuit. Yeah. And a little bit higher than them too. Nobody's told me off yet, I just prefer to be closer in, it's too far away.
I agree.
The overhead hold, sir, I'm about 4 minutes away from the east. I can do a run through the traffic limits.
Boost pump's gone.
Roger, should be able to accommodate you.
We'll have some...
we're using runway 26 right hand.
Noise off now.
QFE is 985.
There's something fast coming in from the...
Do a run and break, yes.
Roger, call when you're on long final, eh?
All that in the field over there.
There's a lot of camping going on over there, I don't know what it is, I saw it when I came in.
Come to traffic Golf Alpha Whiskey, dead side, joining crosswind.
Yes.
Alpha Whiskey, Roger.
Okay, I don't see him.
We may have to extend it downwind if we get the Sea Fury doing
Sea Fury.
Sea Fury. Oh dear, we're going to miss it. It'll be on the ground when we get back.
No, he's only doing I don't think he's coming in.
Roger.
Oh,
I think he's just doing a fast flyby.
We'll
watch him from there.
Right hand downwind for 26.
Let's go out that way a bit.
Paul, good afternoon, please
Roger.
That'll be, I think that's either Simon Wilson or Chris Gotke.
CT135 helicopter with you on board. Originally from Husband's Boggle. We
He's in a long final, so he should be.
Alpha Whiskey, can you
should be able to see him if you look over your
so we
shoulder.
can get the Sea Fury in to do his flyby.
John flows east to northwest if we may. Hey firm, we're just going across the 08 numbers now. We'll stay out of the way.
Right.
Should I hold clear over?
63 right hand and use with one in the circuit and I'll turn it through at 1,500. Just confirm the QNH.
Whiskey Oscar, what's your position in the pattern?
Just becoming face leg, right hand for 26.
Roger, if you can make it a quick inbound, cut the circuit short if you can and bring the Sea Fury
I think that might be the Lavatory Festival.
Roger, we'll
you may be
becoming short finals shortly.
Roger, I got you, thank you.
Sea Fury is 3 minutes.
I'm going fairly steeply round about 120 so we both get a view, okay?
Alright. Right in front of me.
Roger, Charlie Kilo, we need you to extend a little bit because of the Sea Fury is going to do a flyby in about 2 minutes.
Is that Madonna's ex-place down there?
No.
Sea Fury is now 1 minute.
Madonna's is in about the it's on the centre line.
We'll wait for the flyby to go past.
But this is somebody who sort of seems to be either building or rebuilding quite a big house.
At the moment, just turning final.
Yeah.
Whiskey Oscar, short final 26.
Roger, wind northwesterly 10.
But there's something very slow on short final.
He's in the bloody way. But there's a glint out there, which I've got that glint.
One short finals running in.
Roger with Golf, Echo Vector.
It's running in. And we've got an aircraft just below us in waiting to go in from the south.
Yeah, well, we're still
1,000 feet below us.
Yeah, we're still making angels. I'll have to go out this way a bit.
Compton Radio, Golf Mike Yankee Echo Papa, inbound from the south. 4 miles to run, request airfield information for an overhead join.
Echo Papa, call you back shortly.
Golf Yankee Sierra lining up after the aircraft does the low pass.
Roger.
You could come round to the right. You should.
Yeah, I'm going to have to come round quite steeply to the right.
Oh, there he goes. There
That
he
was
is.
tremendous, mate. Woo-hoo.
Oh, there he goes, yes. Oh, look at that.
That was ever so close.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Golf Yankee Sierra's lined up ready 26.
I think my
Roger,
GoPro was
stand by
running.
one, see what the Sea Fury is going to do, he might come back.
Negative, I'll continue out to the west, Sea Fury, many thanks.
Okay, beautiful sight, thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you, mate. That was tremendous.
Yeah. The best place would have been on the ground to get the noise.
Okay then, Yankee Sierra,
right.
The wind is north.
Let's have a bit less noise going on up here.
What's the answer?
Because we've kind of climbed, and so we'll get ourselves to somewhere where we're happy. But this is getting closer to the cruise config I use.
He's requesting information for a rejoin.
So 23,
20 and 23, and then
Curvy is 985.
this can come back to
26 right.
well under 2.
985, Golf Mike Alpha.
Roger. And
almost in the stop.
26 right hand, QFE 985.
And that should settle down at about 95.
985, Golf Echo.
If you want to wiggle, have a wiggle.
have a wiggle.
And we'll go over that away.
Copy radio, Tiger Moth X-ray Tango inbound from the south. Copy the airfield information, 26 right, 985, joining dead side.
X-ray Tango, thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Traffic off Alpha Whiskey is turning final, 26 to land.
Alpha Whiskey, roger, the wind's west-northwest, 10 knots.
Whiskey. And Charlie Kilo is just turning base, traffic inside.
Charlie Kilo.
Got a good descent on, sorry about that.
The squelches are sensitive to G. I suppose maybe it opens up some cracks somewhere and the air pressure changes.
Maybe. I got the nose attitude yet. That look about right?
Yes, it's been a while since I concentrated too much on that. We're in a slight ascent. Aircraft below us there. Sorry, it's missed us.
Visual.
Yeah.
Copy traffic, Golf Mike Alpha is descending dead side, 26 right.
Mike Alpha, roger.
Then on again. For some reason I'm getting a lot of descent on when I'm coming around to the right.
It's visual with Charlie Kilo on 1-1.
X-ray Tango.
Compton radio for information, Golf Mike Oscar Mike Alpha is...
Yes, there's always this problem about sitting on one side and the other, isn't there?
Yeah.
The circuit turning point.
Mike Alpha, roger, you're just going to do the circuit and do the photograph or do an orbit then?
I know we'll do a circuit on the GA and then a low approach and go around in the circuit on the microlight for photographs as well.
Understood.
No, ain't right. Go with the nose. Okay, you take it. Got it. Your aeroplane. You could show me a steep turn to the right. I'll get the picture in my mind.
Yeah, because I'm going to be any good at it, am I? Well, let's get it. Actually, well, maybe if we have a few more beans. Not quite a lot of beans, actually.
Actually, we do.
Where did all those beans come from?
Runway vacated.
I was pedaling around with the throttle quite a bit.
We were slightly over square, but not going to complain. We might as well keep it at... If we keep it at reasonable beans, and then we'll put the boost on when we want to do it. Right, so, neither going up nor going down. Trying to do a steep turn. It was only a little while ago I was doing Mr. Davidson. I ought to be okay at it.
And Compton Evans Golf, Yankee Sierra climbing from
I got very bad at it.
Northwest, and we're going to go to Bristol 12565. Thanks for a lovely afternoon.
Yankee, sir, thank you, bye.
Bye.
I like Andy Hardy. Nice man.
X-ray Tango, final.
I haven't got any precision left.
X-ray Tango, wind.
Oh, that's good, okay. Actually, it's virtually the same place on the howling, left and right.
I thought it was in the sort of cleft.
Charlie Kilo, runway vacated.
There's the prison, Guy's Marsh.
From the south to 26 right and 985.
Second?
Guy's Marsh Prison.
I thought it was the prison, yes.
Mike Alpha.
We've got a really nice little bonfire there.
Golf Echo Papa joining overhead, 26 right.
Mind you, we're still fairly... Ooh, that wasn't bad.
That was good.
Wasn't me doing that either. Right, so we've got that and we've got that. We've got full fuel, hands off and going up slightly. we've got all of those greens. I want to be a little bit further away from them, and I want some more height. So if we put the boost pump on, and you see I can now, that is now full power, but already some height. Not going to get any more manifold pressure out of it than that.
Harbour showing nicely.
Say again?
Poole Harbour showing up nicely.
It is, isn't it? So we're not going to do very much. Little shower over there. We'll do a couple of aileron rolls.
Downwind, 26 right GM.
First to the left, and then 2 to the right, and then a couple of loops, and then we'll probably go home.
5-0.
Where's Henstridge?
Off the right. I've lost it again.
I've got it.
Oh yes, just on the wingtip.
So this will be Stalbridge or somewhere. And Bulborough Mast, it's Bulborough over there. And there's a
Traffic, Golf Echo Papa, descending dead side.
there's a hill fort there. There's also
Golf Echo Papa, Roger.
there it is. I think it's a horse training yard or something. Sort of oval shape. That's quite a good place. I'm trying to get better at pinning myself to a place on the ground.
There was a strip at Stalbridge, but it seems to be grown over now.
Yeah, I've ridden past it many times lately. Down there a bit. Thing is, shortly after qualifying, I took an awful lot of people cost sharing. So I was kind of doing practice flights, but it was the same thing, over your house, getting good at landing. Now I'm doing this aeros bit. Practice, it's just terrible. You never see the point in stopping a sortie. And then when you've landed, you just think, well, I'll go up for another one, because it's all about practice. It must take so much practice to get really good for competition.
Absolutely.
Because there's so much stuff to work on. You know, wind perceptions, keeping yourself in the right sort of place, coming out in the same direction, coming out using the same sort of height.
Seems quite low for trailing. Hey,
does, doesn't he?
Quite big.
He's probably doing his chemtrails. Cylinder head temperature's a little bit high, which is understandable.
What do you want the head temperature to be for aeros?
Well, normally not necessarily for aeros. It's just that normal time every time I look, it's normally below 200, just below 200. It's still well green.
Papa, downwind, 1 below circuit.
Right. Sierra for downwind, number 2, Mike Light Circuit.
Doctor Radio, November Golf Echo, inbound to you from the north, currently being shaft free. Request information to join the circuit.
Station inbound, got a very
I used to
sorted hum on your transmission. Is that Golf Echo?
tease puddle jumpers, as we all are. We're only cruising around at 2,000 RPM, 2,000 feet. Quite reassuring when you want to do aerobatics, actually. It's all right. If I bear in mind that most people are down at 2,000 feet, then I feel a lot safer at 5.
Absolutely.
So the entry speed for an aileron roll is 120. The entry speed for a loop is 140.
Wind is northwesterly 10.
I put in a little bit of forward stick during an aileron roll when it's upside down, but not enough to go actual negative. And the thing which surprised me when the first person turned me into an aileron roll was the G at the beginning, because you're aiming to not lose speed, but to put it into that's right. And basically I'm aiming to put my feet on the horizon, our feet on the horizon.
Okay.
So we'll do it in that direction. We've done clearing turns. That is properly sealed up. We're not above heights. I'm happy with all that. Airframe is clean. Boost pumps on, full power. Fairly high prop. Right, down for 140. Pull and check. Over we go. A bit of forward and a bit of rudder. And out we come. And a little bit of G at the end to match the G at the beginning. Nice. 2.5 or so. 2.5 bang on.
Final 26, contact 1 ahead.
And another one to the left.
Echo Papa, the wind is northwesterly 5 to 10 knots.
Check over, rudder and forward, and keep the rudder end out.
Your background.
And back up again.
Hardly.
If I do the back up nice and quickly, I don't lose any real height.
I felt on that one, because the stick's just touching my leg, I felt that I pushed forward.
Yeah.
On the second one, more so than on the first one.
Probably because I was trying to do a bit better. This is why I've been doing the hanging upside down trick, which I might do for one.
Yeah.
I've got 5,000 feet. I'll do a hang upside down this time, okay, and see how much forward it is. Also, see how much speed we lose, and it's not much. So I'm going to interrupt it. I'm going to hang for about 4 seconds, and then we're going to carry on the roll in the same direction. And if I don't like anything, I'm going to roll first and then pull it, okay?
Roger.
Very important to verbally brief me. Dive for 120. Pull. Check. Upside down. Stop it. Forward, 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 and over again. That was long enough for me.
Right, I haven't got my lap straps done up tightly enough. I have got my other straps done tightly enough.
It is an extreme feeling, and it's one which I must get used to.
Traffic Golf, Mike Alpha, downwind, Mike Light Circuit, 26.
We'll do some right-hand ones. We'll do it in the same order. We'll do right hand, 2 of them, and then then I'll sustain the upside down, okay? Unless you don't want me to.
I just can't reach the thing to tighten up one side. I got this side done fine.
Alright, we won't then. We'll just do right hand without...
Just do the roll.
We'll keep away from the negative. Okay, right hand, 2 rolls to the right.
Yeah,
Quite close together if I can manage them. Out and back for 120 and up, check, over. Whee!
Easy.
And how is your tummy?
That's all right.
It is good, isn't it? And we've still got a 5,000 on, so we'll do a loop now. There shouldn't be any negative in a loop. That's a dive for 400, for 140, about 3.5 or 4 on. And you know about clenching. Of course you do. Let's just get the... Right, here we go, diving for 140, which I need to do a bit more suddenly.
Golf Mike Alpha, final 26, full stop.
Mike Alpha, Roger, winds west-northwest.
And pull.
Mike Alpha, Roger.
Sierra Alpha downwind.
Roger.
Delayed that a bit.
Golf Echo, downwind.
That was nice.
That was nice.
There was a bit of buffet then. I've been freaking out hearing the stall warner. And I mustn't, there is a long gap between... Eh?
You're not at 1G.
No. That's not Compton there, is it? Closer than I thought.
It is.
Yeah.
Compton Radio, good afternoon.
Yeah, there's the bonfire, there's the tracks. Let's do another loop now then.
Afternoon 2943 Delta, readability 5s, Compton, runways 26, right-hand circuits.
I'll get comfortably over 5. I use about 800 feet in a loop.
6, right-hand circuit.
I use, not lose.
1015, November 2943 Delta.
Wind check, west-northwest 10 knots.
Right. A bit of a sudden dive for 140.
Mike Alpha, runway vacate.
Hey. See what I mean about the squelch?
Yeah. Funny. And that was 3.5G.
Was it? That's all. You see, now this is what I'm asking. Still feels rough. I don't know how you could do that and call it gentle aerobatics. It still feels ungentle to me. And you can't can't do a loop without doing that many G's.
Well, it's general compared to freak maneuvers, Donkey-vax and that sort of punching.
Right, I'm going to head for home. I'm going to do. Do you want to do an aileron roll? It is a piece of piss. Yeah, you can do it with no rudder input and no forward elevator. You can just do it by whacking it across. If you have it, I'd do it in 2 stages if I were you, because we're both used to it now. Do the dive for 120 and then pull up and plant it and then cancel. And then do it again for real.
Okay.
So that's what I suggest. Pull so that you've got your feet there, because it is a pull and a check, because you've got to stop the pitch change. So if you do a dive for 120, plant the feet on the horizon, and then stop it, and then cancel. And then basically, once you've stopped it the second time, just push it across and just keep it pressed across. Don't do forwards backwards, just keep it pressed across and we will come out with a bit of G on.
Alrighty. 26 right hand circuit, RQ&H 1015.
26 right hand 1015, Golf Bravo Sierra.
I'll do it on the south.
Compton radio, November 44.
We've got quite a nice clear horizon there.
Okay. So, forwards to 120.
November 2943 Delta, ready for departure. Check the approach line up, runway 26.
Up!
For immediate departure.
Quicker than that, on the horizon.
Check.
And then cancel. Forwards now, yeah. And that's it. And then once it's checked, roll it. But it's just getting used to the bit of a pull.
Compton radio, November 4422 Papa, to the hard standing, please.
Okay, I won't go too much further south because I'm not quite sure whether Bournemouth zone starts. So we'll do the next one on the north line.
Likewise, Golf Romeo, Foxtrot Bravo.
Yeah, that's planned for 4 there. We're well safe. It's all right.
Okay, this will be
Bravo taxis from the
an aileron roll to the left.
To the left, and basically push it across and just keep it there. Neither forwards nor backwards, just make sure it stays extreme left.
November 43 Delta, taking off runway 26.
Sorry, say again?
November 43 Delta, taking off runway 26.
Roger.
Lovely, and you did the rudder too.
Very nice, thank you.
November 22 Papa, to the Papa.
It is a piece of piss, isn't it?
I enjoyed it.
Apparently everybody does it to the left first.
May I try one to the right?
By all means.
Okay. Bring us back up a little bit.
When Clive does it with me, he makes the initial pull a little bit more sudden than you've been doing it.
Okay.
Compton radio, November 4422 Papa, to the hard standing, please, over.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that was
I'm surprised I got myself upside down.
Isn't it a laugh? Can't you just see how you can go up, do 10 minutes, go back for a cup of tea and then want to go up and do it again?
Compton Golf Lima Alpha Bravo Sierra is ready for departure.
Roger, the wind west southwest 8.
Lining up, Golf Bravo Sierra.
We've got 5,000 on, there's Blandford. We're heading northeast, so therefore
It must be
Compton
about
should be
there, I think.
under the nose. There's that built-up area. Compton is...
Oh, it's just behind the trees.
Yes, there we are. So we're in the dead side, but if anybody's calling this the dead side, they're a bit bonkers.
All right then, your aeroplane.
My aeroplane.
Sorry, station calling.
Thank you for that. I enjoyed it very much.
22 Papa on the line. Clearance to the hard standing, please, over.
Hi, Roger, we're reading you.
Top back,
To the hard standing.
throttle back, top back.
Ground radio,
And then-
so we don't get clearances.
We've got so much height, it means that we can do a really excited dead side descent. Once we get sorted out, we're still doing 2.6.
November 2943 Delta, departure to the north, pushing to Bristol radar 125.65.
Come around here and then I'll call and make it a bit more of a standard joint.
What a good day as well.
Golf Charlie Delta, Juliet Romeo, request.
One of the better ones we've had. And
Westbury, Wiltshire.
the thing about this is, right,
26.
The rudder, I'm really bad at rudder. And Clive told me I was really bad at rudder. And I've spent a lot of time watching myself not needing to press a bloody rudder. And it's terrible. I've got to do some more ruddery things. Do you do wingovers? Have you flown a wing
glider or gliding? That'll cure you.
Yeah, I know. And I think I want to learn how to do wingovers because I think that's going to involve a bit more rudder. And of course stall turns. I think that's going to be the next one I tackle.
I did stall turns in America in a Great Lakes. So draggy. You actually had to put some aileron in during the stall turn to stop it rotating.
Yes.
And that was such good fun.
Compton Radio, Golf, Romeo, we're overhead Blandford and descending for 26.
Roger, copy 985.
985, Romeo. Wrong.
Hey, I'm glad it's not only me that does that. I always go the wrong way.
I just give it a wiggle and see what's happy with. And then hopefully by the time I've got there I haven't forgot what she said.
What's the 985?
985.
Golf, Fox Charlie in the overhead.
So we can descend. I did this earlier on, came down to 160 knots. Because what I found out, my first grass landings, it can sort itself out so quickly from a high, hot, anything.
What's VNE 185?
Yeah.
Lovely, Rough Bravo Sierra.
I am
heading to Horizon.
Bulldog chump.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Do run and brakes at 160.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye.
The flat limiting is for full flat. So you can actually, if you've needed to, use the intermediate stage earlier on. Right, so that's lean. You won't go fully fine yet. Keep it quiet.
Golf Juliet Romeo, hold 26, ready for departure. Golf Juliet Romeo, lining up 26.
Right.
Compton Radio, Golf Bravo Papa Charlie Kilo, request radio check and airfield information.
Readability 5, runway 26, right hand circuit, RQNH 1015.
Okay, you have one passing just you, he'll pass well below.
That's 26 right hand, QNH 1015, Golf Charlie Kilo.
Just turning cross now. And it's that problem.
Top can go now.
Good afternoon, Spitfire X-ray India.
Spitfire at Sidewell. Golf Romeo downwind 26.
Afternoon to you, it's the Mark 11 Spitfire out of Beamerfield, bound for Kelmar Call. Currently Poddington, the route 4 miles north of Beamerfield, 301010.
So cool. The Mark 11 Spitfire out of Duxford.
There is a no flat limiting speed for the intermediate flight.
The intermediate, no. Right, boost pump on. Brakes are off, everything's forwards there. Hatched harnessed, you happy?
Secure my side.
Compton Radio, Golf Bravo Papa, Whiskey November, radio check and airport information.
Visibility 5, runway 26, right hand circuit, RQNH 1015.
1015, 26, right, Whiskey November.
Approach at 80.
Full flap gone in, let it sort out the pitch. Romeo, Romeo, final 26.
Wind west northwesterly 7.
Golf Julia Romeo, clear to the north, changing en route. Good day.
Roger, have a nice evening.
Thank you.
The bumpy bit.
Yeah, there's always a bumpy bit.
Wouldn't have stopped by 400.
Super!
Romeo, Romeo, we'll taxi for fuel.
Roger.